Hello, we are Consortium Software, creators of the RFWriter system. We would like to welcome you to our first tutorial for RFWriter. In today's lesson, we will be learning how to create our first form. For our first form, we will be recreating an employee performance review form. It is a common document found in most industries and trades. Before we start, let's review the content that will make up this form. On our current paper document, there are several different types of fields, ranging from short text, dates, multiple choice, long text, and signature fields, all of which we will be able to recreate from within RFWriter. No matter what type the field may be, it is important to remember that each individual field is an attribute. Attributes are grouped together into what's known as objects, and one to several objects make up a form. We will start by building our form from the ground up, starting with creating our attributes, and then grouping them into objects, then finally adding objects to our form. Now that we know more about the parts that make up our form, let's get started. Once logged into RFWriter, navigate to the Administration drop-down and choose Entry Builder, then select Attributes. There are many different types of attributes that we can choose from. Since we already reviewed the form we will be recreating, we know that we will be using the short text, dates, drop-down, long text, and signature fields. Let's add our first field that will be used to collect the employee's first name. In the name field, we will put first name. In the description field, we will describe the field as employee's first name. The type for this field is a short text field. Now we are ready to save our attribute. Simply select the Add button under Actions. Our next field will be for last name. In the description field, we will be putting employee's last name. And just like the first attribute, the type for this one and the next few attributes will be short text. Our next field will be for job title. Then department, and then supervisor. The next field we will be adding is for date of hire, and for the type we will select date. This will give us a handy drop-down selector for quickly selecting a date. Our next attribute will be for review date, and its type is also a date. The next attribute is for review type, and we will be choosing drop-down for the type. After selecting the Add button, you will notice that this attribute has a link under Options. Select this Options link, and from here we will be able to put in the different options available for the drop-down. In this case, we will be adding Annual Review and Quarterly Review. After adding both these options, they will be automatically saved, and you can then press the Attributes link at the top to return to our list of attributes. The next 7 attributes will be relating to efficiency standards. Our first attribute of these 7 is for quality and accuracy of work. Again, the type for this attribute will be drop-down. Under Options, we will be adding deficient, below standard, meets expectations, above standard, and outstanding. Our second efficiency attribute will be for quantity of work. For the rest of these efficiency-related fields, I will be adding the same options as the previous attribute. The next efficiency attribute will be dependability. Then attendance and punctuality. Then communication skills with personnel. Followed by communication skills with customers. And the final attribute to use a drop-down, which is teamwork. For all of our efficiency-related questions on the form with a drop-down, I've already gone through and added the same 5 options as we did with our first one. Now it is time to add our 2 long text attributes. One will be for opportunities for development, and the other is for reviewers' comments. Now we will add 2 attributes for collecting signatures. One will be for the employee and the other for the reviewer. And under type, we will choose signature. And finally, we will add 2 additional attributes with the type of date. One will be called reviewer's signature date and the other employee's signature date. Now that we have our attributes, it's time to create our objects. Go to the Administration tab at the top and choose Entry Builder, then select Objects. We will group our attributes into 2 objects, one called Employee Info and the other called Employee Review. After adding these objects, we will then click the links under their attributes column, and then add the proper attributes we want grouped in our object. For this Employee Info object, we will be adding the following attributes: first name, last name, job title, department, date of hire, and supervisor. With our attributes added, we will select Objects at the top to return to our list of objects. Now it's time to add our remaining attributes to the Employee Review object. We will be adding Review Type, Review Date, Quality, Accuracy of Work, Quantity of Work, Dependability, Attendance, Communication with personnel, Communication with customers, Ability to work as a team, Opportunities for development, Reviewers' comments, Employee signature, Employee signature date, Reviewer's signature, and finally, Reviewer's signature date. By this point, we have recreated every attribute on our paper form and have grouped them into their objects. Now it's time for the final step of adding our objects to our form. Navigate to the Administration drop-down and choose Entry Builder, then select Forms. We will be naming our form Employee Performance Review. After adding the form, click the link under the Locations column. We will now create a single location for our form called Review Sheet. After the location has been added, we will select the link under the Objects column. From here, we will add our two objects we created, employee info and employee review. That's it. We have finished recreating our employee performance review form. Let's take a look at how it turned out. Navigate to the dashboard dropdown and select Add Report. Then select Employee Performance Review. As you can see, our form is complete and displays the same information as our paper document. It allows quick entry of dates, multiple choice dropdowns, and digital signatures. This concludes our lesson on creating forms within RF Writer.